guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Sanaya Layla and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So as you can see in the title down below, yes, today I just wanted to be transparent with you guys and kind of help you guys because I felt it on my heart to make this video. But as you can see, I'll be speaking on how God is going to do it. Just wait a little while longer. And I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. This word is for myself as well. Today, as you guys know, I have spoken about this in my past videos. I am going back to school and getting my degree. And just with this, it's just been a process, you guys. Like even today, it's been a busy day for me, just trying to get everything accomplished, everything finished. And I just felt like God told me, and God even showed me dreams of how it's going to happen. I just have to continue to have faith and trust in God. And that's what I wanted to come to you guys about. Sometimes when you want God to do something, it may have not happened the first time, but you just have to wait a little while longer. And this time it's all in God's divine timing. Sometimes we'll get discouraged. Sometimes you'll just feel like, God, like I'm tired of this. God, I want this to happen. And you know, the crazy thing about it is it can be the right thing. Like this is not even a bad thing. Me going to school is not bad. You wanting to make that business, or you wanted to be an author, whatever it may be, it could be something good. And it doesn't mean that God is saying, oh no, don't do it. It's just meaning all in his divine timing. So you just have to be more patient. And that's what I'm learning. Like today I almost had a moment because I'm like, okay, God, this is just a whole lot, and I know what I'm meant to do. I know what I need to do, but this is just a process. This is a long process. Do I go this route? Do I go that route? And so I just felt it on my heart to make a video basically saying God is going to do it. Just be a little more patient. Have faith in God to know that he's going to do it. You don't have to worry. You don't have to keep stressing about it. Cause today, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm gonna be so truthful. Today I was stressed, okay? I was stressed, okay? I had called, you know, and I had spent time talking to the school, heard good news, and then I'm like, okay, then I heard some news where I'm like, oh God, what should I do? And so I'm just been in, I wouldn't even say a season. I've been in a moment where it's basically trusting God and figuring out my decision, but also letting God order my steps. And that's one just action as a Christian that is not very easy. You know, letting God order your steps. Let's just be truthful, okay? I'm gonna be truthful with y'all, and I know y'all feel the same way. It's not always easy. You're letting God order your steps and lead your life and lead the way. It's not always easy because this obstacle may come and this person may come, and all these different aspects of your life that aren't good, you know, can, you know, try to get in the roadmap. But you also have to stay clear and continue to go forward on that path. Why? Because that's what God has for you, and you can't quit because you will never get what God has for you. So I just feel like God is going to do this for us. God is going to do this. We have to just continue to keep the faith, continue to go forward, and just don't quit. Today I just spent time, y'all. It's some days you just feel like you want to cry, but you know, you still don't. This is the new year. It's 2025. We will not continue to allow the devil to keep bringing us down, and we have to make our old ways of doing things and make new ways. You get what I'm saying? Okay, say if you are an emotional person and you know you used to cry when things happen. No, you don't cry. You pray to God and you continue to pray. And you guys, one thing I did learn, that when it's something that God has for you, you don't have to beg. You don't have to beg God for anything. If it's already set in stone for God to have that for your life, you don't have to beg. You just have to wait for God to do it and bring it to fruition. You don't have to keep begging like, God, Lord, do this. Lord, please, please, please. You know, once you give it to God, once you pray to God about it, you put in God's hands, and you don't worry about it no more. And so that's what I've learned. I'm like, okay, God, you showed me multiple dreams. You've given me multiple words, and you told me, hey, this is what you have for my life. Well, guess what? I'm going to continue to believe in you and have faith that you are going to do this. And I'm just going to put in your hands. That's what I feel like a lot of us have, you know, a difficulty in with trusting in God. You can't just say you're trusting in God and you have faith in God, but you're not allowing him to work. Having faith and trusting in God, whether it's as small as a mustard seed, having faith and trusting God is allowing him to do his work. And once you put it in his hands, you don't worry about it anymore. So I had to learn that. I'm like, okay, God, if you did it before, you can do it again. I'll never forget. And I have to tell you guys this story. Maybe I can do a story time, or I even can tell you now just a quick sum of what God did for me. I will never forget, and it's amazing that I'm wearing this shirt now because I had went to BGSU for 2 years, 1 year in person, 2nd year online. And I would never forget, God blessed me to go to BGSU without paying anything. It was nothing but God. God allowed me to go for a full year without paying anything. And I knew that was nothing but God, because I'm like, wow, I've never heard anyone go to college, you know, and I did receive scholarships, but God allowed me to just go. And I'll never forget, y'all. It was a process, okay? It was a process. My mom had to talk. At the time, I was a freshman, and my mom had to talk to the dean, and you know, I was just crying. And when I tell y'all, when that happened, that's before I even got like where they basically told me, you know, hey, you know, you can come and all these things. I will never forget. And my mom, you can ask my mom right now, like, I'll never forget that I let out a cry that I have never let out before. And I gave it to God. And I basically gave out a cry. I said, God, I'm doing the right thing. God, this is what I've always wanted for my life ever since I was a little kid. This is what I want. I'm going to give you this cry, and I'm going to give it over to you. And when I tell y'all I let out a cry, my mom even said she never heard a cry like that. And God did it. So sometimes it's something as simple as saying, you know what, God, even if I have to cry it out, even if I have to give it to you, I'm going to give it all to you, and I'm going to watch you move. You know, this is a testimony. Me telling my testimony to you guys is basically telling you I'm not talking just to talk. I'm talking from experience. And I'm letting you know that this is a new year. This is 2025, the year of fruition, the year of, you know, God's about to do it. Like I said before, last year in 2024, that was the year of preparation. This year, I believe, is the year of manifestation. And God is going to do it for us. So you don't have to beg God. As long as you're walking in totality and you're walking in your path and lane, you don't have to worry. You don't have to keep worrying and like, oh God, and just stressing yourself out. That's one thing I had to learn. And I know I'm not the only one. I was stressed out, y'all, to the point where it just like, listen, my brain was going every which way but loose, okay? I was stressing, and Anaya could really stress herself out. I could really stress myself out. So I had to learn, if you're giving it to God, what are you stressing for? God already did it. Like I said before, the spiritual world, it already happened. Spiritually, it already happened. Naturally, it's just catching up. So, you know, I just come to you guys to let you know that God is going to do this. You don't have to worry. Just wait a little bit longer. Just wait a little bit longer. And while you're waiting, don't just sit there and not do anything. You still walk in that path. You still walk towards your goals. You still do what you're supposed to do. You wake up every day just walking in that direction. And, you know, I had to learn that. And I'm going to do the same thing as you guys. If you're believing in God to do something for you in this new year, and everybody should be believing for God to do something in this new year, because you want some things accomplished in your life. You don't want to just live life. And no, you want to believe in God for something in this new year. So I'm believing with you. God is believing with you, and God is going to do this for us. I have no doubt. So whatever you are called to do, and whatever you are believing in God for him to do, continue to have faith, continue to trust in him, but just wait a little while longer. But in the meantime, do what you can. Okay, do everything you can. So by that time that opportunity presents itself, you'll already be ready. And you know, it's a beautiful thing. One thing I learned about the journey and the walk with God it's like a flower, you know what I mean? It's like a flower, it's like a plant. At first it starts in the dirt, in the ground, and it has to grow, and the more that the flower grows, then it turns into something beautiful and it just blossoms. So that's how our lives are, okay? We have to allow God to prepare us and allow God to make those steps and make it happen. And as you can see, the more that it grows, the more you grow every day, the more you grow, and just you'll turn and blossom. You get what I'm saying? So you just have to allow God to do it. You have to give him room and time. Once you give it to God, leave it alone. Okay? Leave it alone. Let it be. No more dwelling on it. Allow God to do it. So I hope you guys really listen to, what I am trying to instill into you, as well as talking to myself, because this is not just for you. This is also for me. And I just hope and pray that you really dwell on this and really take heed to this, because sometimes every day is not going to be a good day. Sometimes you may have days where you're like, God, but don't get discouraged. Continue to move forward and know that God is going to do it. You just have to continue to believe and be patient. Patience is key. Patience, okay, it doesn't feel good in the time. It doesn't. It doesn't feel good at the time, but it's very much needed. So when it does happen, and this right now may seem like a big problem to you, but it's going to be another big problem. And when you advance in your season, it's going to be another problem, and that's going to be bigger. So you just have to learn these skills and strengths while you can now, so you will know God is literally preparing us. So when he puts us in the place, in the rooms that he wants us to be in, we'll already be prepared. So I love you guys so much. I hope this helped you. I really hope this encouraged you, because I felt it on my heart to talk about this. And just be ready for the next video. As you guys can see, I'm trying to be a little more consistent, and I hope that you guys can see this. I also want to thank everyone who is new to joining my channel and supporting. I really appreciate it. I thank you guys so much. I love you as well. And I just have so much content and videos that I have prepared for you guys. I just can't wait. So God bless you. I'll see you next video. Bye.